I am reviewing the TV show Grey's Anatomy. I want to talk to you guys about the longevity, the realness of the show, the drama, the relatability of the characters, and then I'll give my overall impression of what I think of the show. Grey's Anatomy is a medical drama that has those Who Dated Who moments, but also focuses on the medicine aspect of the show. I'd almost say that it's a 50-50 split, but it's probably closer to 40-60, focusing more heavily on the drama. Grey's Anatomy began airing episodes in 2005. There are currently 13 seasons on Netflix, and season 14, which is their current season, airs on ABC on Thursday nights, and on Friday mornings they put the newest episodes onto Hulu for you to watch. I think because of how long the show has been airing episodes, it's been able to reach a younger generation, which has gotten more fans into the show since they put the seasons on streaming sites. What is keeping the show still alive is that they have that younger audience coming in, and the cast keeps wanting to come back, keeps wanting to make these episodes. And I think until the cast or the fans kind of get bored, that they're going to continue to make new episodes and air new seasons. Although I do think it's kind of unlikely that the cast will get bored anytime soon, and same with the fans. The first couple of seasons are what really hooked me into the show. They show some really bizarre cases. Most of them were from the news sites and other media outlets. Shonda Rhimes, the creator, has said that a lot of the times when she's looking for inspiration for her show, she'll look at any kind of medical news, any kind of accidents that may have happened that led to people being in hospitals and traumatized from things like this. So that way she can kind of really build on something that's real and not just some made up medical drama. The second episode of the show, airing in season 1, actually had a rape patient who managed to hold on to the man's part. And I found this particularly intriguing because it just seemed so odd to be able to have someone hold on to something like that and for something like that to really happen. So later in the seasons, when I found out that Shonda had kind of used real stories to create her show, it made me think back to this particular episode and go, wow, did that really happen? And if it did, that just blows my mind because that just seems so odd, and it just really, really intrigued me watching that episode. Another episode that I found really intriguing was during season 2, episode 5. They had 2 interns in an elevator with a patient who needed to have open heart surgery performed on him, and they let the interns do this. Now for me, this was really intriguing because no real hospital is going to allow their interns to perform this surgery and not have any qualms about it. So that kind of ties into the fact that it's still a drama and not just a real reality show, and it's not real. But at the same time, to have something so serious happen in an elevator, things happen every day. We could get stuck in an elevator. I could die. You might need to do heart surgery on me. And that's just where the reality of the show really kicks in and gets you so intrigued. So Shonda Rhimes, the creator, has also gone on record to talk shows to say that she actually hires real surgeons to teach the delicate movements of surgeries to the actors, so that way when they're performing those same surgeries or surgeries similar, they have the real movements and the real skills that an actual surgeon would have when performing it. And I think that just adds to the realness of the show and makes it seem that much more realistic for the characters because they're able to fully play their parts as surgeons. Seeing as this is still a medical drama, they're obviously still going to have the Who Dates Who, but I feel like they really do a great job at meshing the drama of the show and the people and the characters with the drama of the medicine and the procedures that they're actually doing in the surgery. More often than not, I'd say that the medicine creates the drama. So like I was talking about with the elevator, that medical procedure is what created the drama throughout the entire episode. So it wasn't just focused on who dates who and who's sleeping with who. Another really great aspect about Grey's Anatomy is that the characters are just so relatable, and you get to know them really well as seasons go on. in early seasons, you find out that Meredith Grey, the star of the show, is trying to prove to her mother that she is anything but ordinary. And I feel like I personally really relate with that because, like, I don't want to just be ordinary. I want to be extraordinary. I want to go out there and I want to be the best that I can be. And that's Meredith Grey, and that's her entire character. And I feel like other people might relate to Izzy Stevens or Alex Carrette, who are doing this because they came from somewhere really low in the world. They want to be better and they want to better themselves for their future family. I think the fact that you really get to know the characters of Grey's Anatomy makes the show that much better and the drama that much more realistic. Because Meredith Grey isn't just doing X action because the plot tells her to. She's doing X action because that's what she would do if she was that person. That's what that person does. And so I feel like it's not just, oh, I'm going to do X because of Y and I have to in order to push the plot along. I'm going to do it because that's what my character would do. And these actors fully embody that, and it makes it so great to watch. Unlike shows like Scrubs or ER, I feel like Grey's Anatomy really lets you get to know these characters, and they develop the characters so much more full and round, and they're all the way there kind of characters. They're not ones that are just kind of like, oh yeah, this is that person. And it makes it so much better. And with ER and Scrubs, they don't really do that. The characters are just kind of there, and they're doing things because the plot tells them they have to, and they're not doing it because that's what their character would do. So that's why I really think that Grey's Anatomy is just a better show in general than those two shows. Overall, I think everybody should watch at least the first couple of seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I personally think the show is phenomenal, and it's amazing, and it's so great, and it just gets better with time. Yes, there are plenty of characters that will leave throughout the seasons, but at the same time, the main characters, the heart and the soul of the show is still there, even to this day, on season 14, 13 years after it originally aired. And I really think that everyone should at least watch a couple seasons before just writing the show off and saying, oh, it's just another medical drama.